Hi, we are the Spahr family. My name is Robin. This is Brett. Our daughters Lily and Nina, and our puppy Luna. And we would like to share some of our favorite Playhouse memories and stories with you. Let's start with Lily.
So my memory is more of like an experience, and it was me getting to do the best Christmas pageant ever twice as two different characters, like with two different casts, two different directors, and just like the similarities of that experience, but also the differences, and like the differences like of the show, even though it's the same script.
And we got to do one together.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. What about you, Nina?
I like being in Ragtime because I love the big cast and hanging out with everyone and playing a bunch of games before the show. And I just like being in the show in general because it was fun being on stage and learning more about plays and how they work.
And getting to do it with your dad.
Yes,
and your older sister. All together.
I have a lot of memories from the Playhouse, from all the shows that we've been involved in. My very first show was The Secret Garden back in 2000. And that one stands out because that's where I met Ron ZIEGLER, who hired me to work at the Playhouse 20 years ago, and I'm still there, which is very exciting. It was also a show that Brett and I met a lot of other actors who are still our friends, the Kellers, Mary Bricker, John Robinson, just all kinds of people who had, for all of us, it was our first show, so it was very special. But the other memory that I have is a production I did called GI JUKEBOX, which was in 2001. And GI JUKEBOX went up 2 months after 9/11, and it was a show from the 1940s, World War II era, and very patriotic. And I remember one performance where we were singing God Bless America, and we had two young men in full Marine dress uniform in the ramp who stood up and stood at attention for the duration of the song, and it was really moving and very special.
I have also been very lucky to have shared the stage with many different people and been a part of multiple productions at the Des Moines Community Playhouse, as well as the Kate Goldman's Children's Theater. And it's sort of hard for me to pick just one crazy memory or special memory, but I did finally settle on the show Seussical the Musical, and it was the TYA version, which means Theater for Young Audiences. And I was lucky enough to play the Cat in the Hat for that production. And for that production, the Cat in the Hat just kind of pops in and out of the story because it's not about the Cat in the Hat, it's more about Horton the Elephant, but he's helped to narrate and to guide the scenes as they traverse through the story. But because of that, the Cat in the Hat had multiple props. In fact, dozens upon dozens of props or hats that I had to switch in and out of depending on the scene, and it was very tricky to remember all of the different props and when I needed them and where I needed to hand them off and all of that kind of thing, and presetting them before the show. So one of the things I came up with early on was to make a little cheat sheet very similar to this, and I kept it with me during the run of the show and designed it to look much like something the Cat in the Hat would have with him in case it would accidentally pop out of my pocket, which it never did. But I was able to keep track of what I needed when, and it's kind of a behind-the-scenes little story of how I was to keep it all together so I wouldn't bring on the wrong prop or the wrong hat at the wrong time.
You know, I think for all of us, the Playhouse has been a very special place where we all have had memories together and on our own through shows and classes, and hopefully we'll continue to make more in the years to come, and we're really excited to be a part of it.
Thanks for talking with us.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
We are the Spahr family. I'm Robin. This is Brett. This is Lily. And